Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to some more Lobotomy Corporation. And you guys provided some awesome tips in the last video in terms of melting love and doing some other things around the corporation, including some of the best ways to complete Gebra's mission, which I think we're going to be doing in the next episode, depending if I have enough time. We are running out of time. We're on day 42. And you guys said that we have a pretty annoying abnormality to deal with, which it seems like that's all we're selecting now. So we're gonna see what this is. Ideally, I want to be able to fight the Aleph soon, but I also want to be able to buy the rest of our Aleph gear pretty cheap, and I also want to complete this mission for Bina. So we're gonna do that. You guys mentioned, hey, Bina's objective. Before you kill a lot of pawns, just make sure you get the Aleph gear you want to get. So we're gonna do that. Then we'll have a bunch of Aleph gear that we can work with in the next episode. Of course, the only Aleph gear I'm really talking about here is probably what's smiling Mountain of Smiling Bodies, aka Meatball. And then also we want to be able to get Melting Love's gear as well. We'll be able to at least get the suit, and we're gonna try our best to get this. It may have to buy this full price just because we'll need to work with her, but we're gonna do our best to get that. Kevin's gonna be by himself. We're gonna kill a bunch of pawns when we jump in. Everyone is now geared out and suited with what they needed. Daisy now has the capo from what's your name here? Silent Orchestra. I can't believe I forget about Silent Orchestra. Some of these names just completely slipped from my mind. But anyway, that is kind of the setup we have. Mako Vader's now down here helping. We have a lot of kind of our top employees and named employees from you guys down here now. All of you are kind of in the lower floors, mid floors. And Blue Fox is now over here kind of helping with this department, getting trained up in Instinct so we can get her trained up, and then the rest of these guys will be trained up as well. So that's kind of the plan for right now. Hopefully next episode we'll be able to work on this one, and we got to deal with Apocalypse Bird. We have to trigger that at some point, so we'll be dealing with Apocalypse Bird at some point as well. Probably gonna have to deal with the clock at some point. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes because it's gonna take a lot of work. But I'm sure we can do it. But if you guys have any other further feedback, please let me know down below. Leaving a like, comment, it does help out with engagement, as you always know. So that's going to be it. Hope you guys enjoy the episode, and let's go ahead and jump in. All right, so here we are back in the company. Now let's see what we got here. What is that? Okay, that looks like a tree, but it's got a face, so I'm sure that's fine. This is probably going to be one of those days where we work with something and we restart, if I had to guess. So I'm going to send Pixel Gamer in here. Pixel Gamer, seems like you're going to be the one to help us out with this one. I'm going to go with Instinct. I don't know, for some reason, Instinct and Nature kind of hold hand-in-hand to me, but I guess we'll see. So we're going to send Pixel Gamer in there, slow it down, and see what happens. You guys said this one is just as bad or somewhat more obnoxious than the train that we've talked about before and requires a lot of attention, so really looking forward to that. The sound of rustling leaves is incredibly tranquil. We've done a good job so far, which is great. A majority of the employees here are discontent. Even the smallest blessing gives them great happiness. And it looks like Pixel Gamer has like some kind of healing effect. It looks like the sanity healing, it looks like. But, and this looks like, this is a wild type abnormality. When the flower of blessing finally blooms from D04108, then blank. Pixel Gamer is incredibly happy. Look at that. That's usually not a good thing. That's usually a terrible thing in Lobotomy Corporation, but I guess we'll find out, won't we? Since that worked really well, let's go ahead and pick up these tips, shall we? I'm just gonna pick up a lot of these. And you guys gave me a great tip on how to use this a lot better. This one, it doesn't work as well, but like if we go over back to Melting Love, I know I just unlocked all those and didn't read them. For example, like if you let's see, was it left click? Nope, hang on, wait a minute, I got this. There we go. Okay, I finally figured it out. Well, you know, I read the comment and I was like, oh yeah, I know what to do. And I'm sitting here for like maybe a couple of seconds trying to figure out what to do. And yeah, you can just click on this and move it up and down. And I had trouble with that last episode. And yeah, thank you for the heads up. That is a major one. And yeah, it just makes me happy to know that there was something actually in the game for that. But anyway, back to this one. Let's read what we have. A bud sprouted on the upper part of D04108 when Marianel finished work with it. Marianel was blessed by D04-108 and enjoyed increased work speed in SP. Okay, that's good. When repression work was performed, the counter lowered. Okay, so don't work for repression. When another abnormality escaped, the counter lowered with a low probability. Okay, so escapes are not good. When and it doesn't say anything about Punishing Bird, which is interesting. When 5 works with other abnormalities were completed, while D04108 was not being worked with, the counter lowered. Okay, so we have another granny situation. Got it. When counter hit 0, summoned D04108 summoned employees to its containment unit and to bless them. Okay, so something similar to the cherry blossom tree, if I had to make a guess. Right. Okay. So we are at 1 work with it. And so the counter will lower if we don't work with it. So let's go ahead and let's, like, you know, do we want to deal with melting love? No, not yet. Hang on. So if we look at Meatball and we look at this, so yeah, it is cheaper to buy gear. So we're just going to go and buy the gear because we have Buying Us passive. Is there any other A-Lift gear that we want to buy? I think we're good. I think all of our A-Lift gear has been acquired other than melting loves. Let's go ahead and buy the suit. So we have that. How many do we have in our possession now? We have 11 of 8. So yeah, we're really, really good there. So we could try to do A-Lift suppression if we really wanted to. You guys said that Meatball and even melting love would be easy to deal with. But the thing is, we now have this thing to deal with, so when abnormalities escape, it has a low probability of now losing its Clyfoth counter? Yeah. So there's that now. This probably should have done the escape, and then we also have red to deal with. Right. Yeah, escaping abnormalities and kind of getting them out of their containment units is going to be annoying, isn't it? Yeah, because we also have Cloud and Monk as well, so we're going to be dealing with a lot at once. Granted, if this little group can handle... We're going to need a lot more than this little group, aren't we, for Meatball? Okay, well, that's fine. We're going to go ahead and start doing some execution bullets. We don't need this anymore, so first, like, right now, I'm just going to do these. Getting these employees, unfortunately, is what we've got to do. I missed that one. Okay, come back here, little guy. Kevin. Yeah, Kevin. Okay, thank you. So yeah, we have got rid of all those employees, so Kevin, start working with you now. And we know melting love, attachment work is the best way to do that. And Kevin is going to be now stuck with melting love for all of eternity. I would love to get some instinct work done with Kevin, and I think we can do instinct work and it'd be fine. I think. We don't want repression work. Repression is the only thing we don't work. So yeah, we'll do instinct just because I want Kevin's instinct to build up. We'll do that and kind of work through there. So that's 1. So now we got to keep up with this thing. So, you know, hey, that's, oh man, that's kind of annoying, isn't it? Yeah, you guys weren't kidding. What else do we work with here? Justice. I think the one that we applied is Insight. I think we can work with Insight a little bit better now. And I don't think either one of these is Insight. No, they're not. Okay. Well, we do have Blue Star up here we can work with. So I might send one of you up here to work with Blue Star just to get your Insight up. I realized that I didn't have Insight going up when I was sending employees up here to work with it because we didn't have that bonus just yet. So yeah, there was that. Kevin's doing okay down here. By okay, I mean he's kind of getting beat to a pulp, but that's okay. I think he should get a positive result out of it. No, he got a neutral result, so we're at 2 now of 3? Yeah, okay. Well, the good news is Kevin's okay, but now this is at 3. And so now because Kevin has the mark, if she escapes, Kevin's going to get taken over. So we don't want that to happen. So you guys mentioned the best way to handle this is maybe to get some of the clerks killed because I think she goes down based on that. Or maybe some, no, base nuggets. Okay, so we need to figure out how to deal with her and get her to escape. But, you know, there's a lot more to deal with that. But I'm going to send Kevin back in here. And yeah, okay, we got that going. I'm gonna go and let's send Pixel Gamer back in here to work with you. And this is kind of bad because you have the percentage go down several times. Ugh. Okay, yeah, you guys weren't kidding. This one was kind of annoying. So we'll deal with that, and we're just gonna go through in this process, learn more about this abnormality, and yeah, that's kind of my initial spiel on what's going to be going on today. Okay, so we unlocked some new guidelines for this abnormality here. We don't know what it is yet. But when 5 buds have sprouted on D04108, it turned dark and its blessed employees panicked. After some time passed, stems ripped through them and turned them into saplings, D04108-1, which strikingly resembled the abnormality. D04-108-1 secretes a contagious and highly fatal toxin. They need to be immediately removed to decontaminate the area. So it seems like that... Like, for example, Pixel... Ooh, okay, hang on, wait a minute. All right, so we've already got 1 bud appear, and we can see that Pixel Gamer now has the... Oh, jeez. Okay. Right. When 5 works with other abnormalities were complete, the counter lowered. Right, okay. So we don't want to do repression work. Ah, here we go. A bud sprouted with... Okay. So I wonder if the more you have work with it, the worse. So we don't want people to work with it if they don't have to. So I'm gonna do attachment and instinct. Attachment's actually better. That's, you know, we've had a lot of attachments. So I'm gonna send Pixel Gamer in here. I'm gonna see if another bud spreads. We're gonna go ahead and get Pixel Gamer in here and then restart our counter there so we can work with 5 more abnormalities. But yeah, I could definitely see how you guys like, yeah, kind of annoying. But I also would like to point out, I didn't notice this about water, but water, where are you at? I know you're there. Yeah, water actually got the pipe from DeFry up there, so water's really fast now. We just need to get water's other stats back up, and water's gonna be great. So we're gonna work with that. We have 1. Okay, so I'm gonna check this down here, make sure everything's fine. Okay, so everything's fine. The kind of forest kind of receded, it looked like. I wonder if there's any visual indication of what's going on there. I don't think there is, but we just know we don't want repression work. So let's go ahead and get some more information on this. I'm actually gonna avoid repression. Let's just go and find out what this is. World tree. Oh, okay, so we have Yggdrasil. Got it. Max box is 24, and we don't know anything about its gear. Cool, all right. We're at 12%. Ooh, and it's at a 1. That's not good. Why did it already get to 1? To bless them. When 5 buds have sprouted, it turned dark. Okay, so we only what we need to worry about is Yggdrasil. Where's Kevin? Oh, not Kevin. Pixel Gamer. Pixel Gamer's fine. Okay. So the blessing is that, I guess. Okay. So it's the buds that we need to worry about. Got it. Also, I'm working with Blue Fox to get her instinct up, so working with Child of the Galaxy. As you can see here, you guys pointed out Child of the Galaxy starts at 1. I appreciate this. I freaked out last episode because of it, so we just send Blue Fox back in here and everything will be nice, nice and neat. Okay, Melting Love, Kevin, you're done with Melting Love. I think that's pretty safe to back off of. But hey, we're getting close to the Ego Weapon, which would be really great. Has Kevin got the gift? No, he hasn't. Okay. We do need to work with Alrune, which I don't want to, but we need to work with Alrune. So I'm gonna work with her, get hopefully some gear from her because we really need it. So that would be nice because we don't have our discount anymore. I should have considered that. Should have worked with Alrune beforehand, but nothing we do there. But it does seem like the forest gets denser as we work with abnormalities. So, you know, if I send Blue Fox back in here, I think this is gonna get more dense. So we can there is a visual indication, and we're also about to have a reset, which is gonna be fine. So we can work about this about 3 times, I think, and we can count up here. So there's also that. So when we get to 4, we just work with World Tree. I think that's the best way to handle that. All right, so we have a oh, of course you're melting down. All right, Danzy's gonna be the best one to work with this, and I think we're gonna, actually no, Danzy's just really good at working with this thing now. We need someone who can resist. Tiu might be able to go in here, and I just don't want Tiu to die. That's the only thing. Right, Tiu does have a 0.7 resistance though, which is really, really helpful. And it would be our best chance, but Tiu also doesn't have a ton of sanity. I don't think sending Tiu in there would be great. Do we have anyone on the lower floors that can come up here and actually help with us? We have some 68, repression, 57, yeah, so I mean, like, everyone's pretty decent at handling. We may just have to get lucky, unfortunately. And this might be a situation where we just need to, you know, beat it, you know? Maybe the game's telling me something. Hey, Stapes, you actually need to work on beating this thing. We're gonna send Danzy for a repression, I think. Yeah. We're gonna send Danzy for a repression. So, all right, we're gonna do our best there. Yeah, we're gonna have to send someone else from the record team. Jinsey, I think we can send Jinsey up. Jinsey will get some instinct, so Jinsey, you head up there for me, bud. We do have this one breaking down, which is fine. We can get E-Horde to work on their Fortitude instinct, so we'll send you in there. All right, that's handled, no problem. I think that's all we're having to deal with at the moment, which is great. And we have to consider World Tree as well. So I need to go ahead and send Pixel Gamer in here to deal with the World Tree. So I think, hopefully Pixel Gamer gets there before anyone else does. I'm hoping. Yeah, that should be fine. Because we don't want World Tree to do anything crazy. All right, there we go. Reset the thing. Good. All right, Kevin, buddy, you know what time it is. It's time for Melting Love. Get in there and make her happy. Arune is at 1, which is fine. So Kevin did a good job keeping things neutral. Good. Love it. We can go ahead and get another suit if we want, and this is going to endure white and black damage, which would be somewhat decent. So I think we're going to go ahead and... We could wait. Yeah, we actually, you know, we can wait. We don't need them immediately. We might need them next round, but we'll see. We'll see where we're at the end of the day. All right, so I'm going to get back to it and keep working with things as normal. We have, you know, we have our World Tree down here, and I think I've kind of figured out how to work with it. It's just, we're going to have to annoyingly work with it. So that's the reset. And now that I know if I go up 4, I need to work with it again. So that's kind of where we're at. It's just, I have to keep track of more. That's fine. I'm sure that won't go wrong at all. You know, with our extensive history of me forgetting about things, it'll be fine. All right, well, back to it. Okay, so we just beat a Violet Dawn, and we have some points with the World Tree that we can work with here. Let's go ahead and at least get the repression and get the escape information so we can find out what we can grab here. And it's very similar to Alrune, which is, I guess, kind of makes sense since they're both tree-like in a way. I'll see, we have 1 for the maximum Clive counter, and then we have its gift, which is HP, SP, and of course the Ego weapon, which is wild type like we assumed. So we're gonna need 60 and 60 respectively. So we now have everything done with this abnormality, which is great. Now that I have that done, we're probably gonna get 1 more in the next day, and that's when we're gonna have to start working on a lot of different stuff. I think you guys mentioned that 45 is the maximum that we can go, and hopefully I'm correct about that. But now we're just gonna kind of continue to work like normal, keep raising everyone's stats. We have E-Cord and Blue Fox down here. Blue Fox is having a major increase to her fortitude, so we'll have that keep going. And we just need to make sure we keep an eye on the Parasite. Oh, it's actually known as Parasite Tree now instead of World Tree. Interesting. And we have a big chunk of lore here. I need actually to go through here and read this lore out. I know I haven't been doing it since, well, forever. I need to do a better job about that and actually read through this. And I might do this on my own time just because there is a lot, and reading it through the episode, I guess, can be kind of mundane. I know you guys can kind of skip through it. But you guys let me know. I think I've already asked this question, but you guys let me know how you feel about reading out the lore and everything like that. Like I said, maybe make a separate episode on it, maybe have a lore episode, or we just have maybe one lore entry per episode or something. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna keep working as normal. Make sure that Parasite Tree, no longer World Tree, will not get out of hand, so we're gonna keep doing that. Okay, so we have a bit of a minor problem. Silent Orchestra has broken down twice within this day. And as you guys know, this is kind of a tough situation now. We need to have a neutral work result or things are getting out of hand. Now, in the event something does get out of hand, it's time to organize our employees. So what I've got to do is, according to you guys, I need to make sure I have groups of employees who can go down here and attack Silent Orchestra and its movements. And according to what Silent Orchestra can do, the music that is played by the Silent Orchestra when it escapes consists of 4 movements. As the piece progresses, the employees listening will suffer white damage. Meanwhile, the size of the audible area of the music expands. For each movement, the weakness of the Silent Orchestra changes. The first movement was pale, while the second movement was black. For the third movement was white, and lastly, during the fourth movement, only red types were effective. So, can we do this? The answer is hopefully. We need to figure out who our pale damage is, and that's, I believe, maximum up here. So we have maximum. Now I'm gonna go ahead and prepare this. So I'm gonna go ahead and like get everyone in certain areas, and we have to kind of do this quickly. And we, you know, once the area expands, so I think I'll probably get people in like groups in these hallways. So like we'll take maximum here and say, hey, maximum, get down here, get in this hallway. Now what I need to do is probably kill a bunch of pawns, because if a bunch of pawns die here, well, it's going to be bad for the facility. So I'm going to use a lot of my bullets here. A lot of these ones that are kind of together, I've already taken them out. I know you guys can't see it, but I'm just kind of slowly picking off ones that are just kind of dilly-dallying. I'm going to unpause real quick. Okay, we can kind of see where our black holes appear. We have some more appearing up here. I'm going to slow down time just slightly so I can get some overlapping so I don't have to utilize so many bullets. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and basically kill off this entire department. I know that's not great, but it's even worse if they die and more abnormalities escape. And if we can do well with Silent Orchestra here, then I might try to do Geber's mission today. Might, that is the key. But we'll have to rely on Meatball and most likely rely on, I don't know if we want to focus on Nothing There. I think you guys mentioned that Nothing There can be handled, but it's kind of brutal. And it does damage, red damage, so we might try to get it to escape. I don't know yet. But right now, we need to focus on Silent Orchestra because Silent Orchestra is... I might leave one clerk alive just so we have that healing passive, and we might put someone in Flesh Idol as well. We may have like Sin handling Flesh Idol or something. But we need to get Water in here. Water's going to handle red for us. We need someone to pick up that. We'll make sure we have anything. Okay, Dark Souls is handling that. This one's breaking down, so we'll get Luna in here. Luna's been helping us with Eyeball. I'm going to call that one Eyeball. Can't pronounce that one. But yeah, we can see here that we have some breaking down. We have Good old parasite tree breaking down again. So water's gonna have to immediately, or not water, but Pixel's gonna have to go immediately in there and hit all that. So I'm gonna unpause real quick, let things kind of go. You can see that we have 1 employee, but we need to go ahead and organize. We'll have like the 4 hallways kind of go with damage types, I think. So we're gonna have to be really, really conscientious of what we're doing here. So like we have, you know, TU is doing white damage. So we'll say we have pale damage over here, white damage over here. We have black damage down here. We have black damage down here. So I'm going to go through this process, get everyone in these hallways that I can, make sure that we're all set up. Also see like, we'll leave 2. Oh, there's a couple more clerks alive. There's actually 2 down here. I'm going to get rid of these 2. See ya. All right. So we're going to work on that. And then I'll let you guys know what we have decided on setup. Okay. So here's the deal. I prepped everyone as much as I could. We have 2 pale damage users. We have Maxim and Raptor. Delaney's heading over to the red section, making sure everyone's kind of okay. Water needs some healing, so I'm gonna use a bullet on water. Now, here's the bad thing. We have 3 bullets. I should have been doing this way beforehand. So yeah, we don't have a lot of healing. So probably what we need to do is we need to have maybe the Dark Souls sit in this and have Flesh Idol going for a little bit. Granted, we need someone that is really high on the ladder in terms of who can take damage. So I honestly might get Sin over here, even though Sin has a Teth weapon, so he was not doing a lot of damage. So I might get Sin in here to use Flash Idol. So what I'll probably do is I'll get Sin over here. So Sin should be right there. And Sin's gonna help us use Flash Idol for a little bit because we don't have bullets to protect everyone. And you can see here, Solid Orchestra's about to break down. So we're gonna send Peaceful or Hostile Buffalo in here to hopefully keep Solid Orchestra under control. So we're gonna go and do that, have that command going. Pixel Gamer's stuck on here. Hopefully we can get him up here as fast as possible for the white damage. But yeah, we're gonna take things slow. Danzy, I'm gonna go get the heart, so she's gonna do a bunch of damage on her white damage. And we're gonna put her with the rest of the white damage grouping. Making sure everyone is proper water. Yep, everyone's looking good. Plague's there. All right, perfect. So we'll have our, you know, our standard people go in. But the thing is, the damage area is going to get bigger. So really our pale damage is kind of where we want the most of our damage. Honestly, we want Hostile Buffalo to hopefully just get a neutral result. But if we can't, we can't. And that's what we're going to have to deal with. You can see here our black damage users. They are extremely tough. But yeah, we're just trying to get everyone lined up. We have our red damage users down here. Kind of ready to go, ready for action. We'll get Sin in here as soon as the battle starts, if the battle starts, that is. We're at 10 so far, reminder that we need a total of no more than 18. So we're kind of going to wait and see here what happens. I might go ahead and get Sin in here, so because Hostile Buffalo might die to this. Even though she does have some resistance to white damage, she is taking a lot, and she still has a bit to go. So we're going to see what happens here. Okay, 16. Oh yeah, I think we're fine. Okay, we're good. All right, cool. So Solid Orchestra shouldn't break down. We're going to keep everyone here just in case, because there is still the real possibility of it happening. I believe because it's a what? The result was bad. Okay, no, so I think we're fine. I think we narrowly avoided that happening. Okay, I was about to say, you know, we could use this as an opportunity to fight Solid Orchestra, but looks like we're fine. So everyone, false alarm, everyone back to your departments. We're good. I was going to see if we're going to have to do an Aleph fight, but I think we're good right now. We're just gonna get everyone back to where they belong, and we'll do that when we have the proper gearing, because we still have some Aleph gear that we have acquired, like Melting Love. We can get some gear from Al Rene as well. And speaking of Al Rene, I need to get Kevin in there. And now, because we had to start off with Parasite Tree, yeah, that's kind of where that's at. And we may have enough boxes to end the day. I'm not sure. I'm going to send Kevin in there, kind of handle that for us. We're going to keep doing some training, so on and so forth. So, false alarm. Let's get back to work and see what else we run into. Something exploded. I don't know what that was, but I think it's fine. All right. Anyway, back to it. Okay, so we're back in this situation again, which means I need to get all of our groups together just in case something catastrophic happens. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and spend the time to do that. You can see here we had a kind of a massive line of breakdowns across here, maybe some here and there, but gotta make sure that I stomp these guys from using these items too long. Sin's gonna be in here, don't need to forget about Sin. Now the bad thing about Kevin can't leave. He's stuck here. So we're just gonna leave Kevin alone for a little bit. And yeah, he's just gonna chill down there. But as you can see here, we've got a lot of people moving around and a lot of things to do. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my people back in their same groups, make sure everyone's ready to go. We have a lot of people that have to be in certain spots. And unfortunately, there's a lot of my team in this area that are still training. So yeah, we don't know if it's gonna go well as it did last time, but we're gonna try our best. Okay, so we're getting close to the countdown, and also Parasite Tree has broken down, so there's also that. We're just gonna cancel the work order on that. Unfortunately, I don't know why that kicked in. I thought I was heading to give someone a work order for that, but I guess oh, we can actually complete the day. We actually got enough boxes to complete the day. I'm gonna try this. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna just throw Hostile Buffalo in there, and if it ends up bad, then we'll stop. If we breaks out, then maybe we'll give it an attempt. I don't know, but let's just go. Oh, we forgot to wind the clock too. We need to remember to wind the clock at each day. Yeah. So I'm gonna no, Hostile Buffalo. Wait a minute, Sin. Oh, how's Sin doing? Okay, Sin's fine. I'm glad I kind of remembered that all of a sudden. Sin, get out of there. All right, Hostile Buffalo, you go for it. Because Hostile almost died, and if Hostile is almost dead by the time this happens, then we'll kind of kick her out. But yeah, you see Parasite Tree has 3 bulbs now. We don't need it to have 5, so it's fine. But we'll get Blue Fox and E-Cord in here just in case. I want to try to attempt this. I want to learn, and if we have to end the day, we will. Danzy, you need to get out of there. Danzy, you need to be up here with the white damage group. We have our red damagers down here. We have Jinxie and all them. We do have Luna, which they can go up here as well. Sin, I'm going to keep on standby near Flesh Idol. Dirk Souls, I'm going to leave him alone. So I think we'll just get Luna on mobilizing. So let's see how Hostile does, and hopefully everything will be fine. Because, I mean, ideally I would like the boxes from Silent Orchestra, just in case we lose gear. It would be nice to have the boxes, and we might have it break out. And I could go ahead and end the day. I really could if I really needed to end the day, because I don't think we can deal with a lot of these abnormalities. I mean, we would have to deal with Red, and yeah, Cloud of Monk is only if employees die, so that one I'm not too worried about. But Red and are we gonna hit it? Yeah, we're gonna hit it, aren't we? Oh wait, oh never mind. Wow, I'm actually surprised she got 3 in a row wrong. Huh. Well then, I guess we can end our day. So another false alarm. Punishing Bird is just, causing minor chaos as usual, just causing blood splatters across the facility. Gonna have to do a little bit of cleanup, that's fine. So that's where we're gonna end this day, I think. We've got this objective done, so we're gonna have that available. Now that we have the ability to have the Aleph gear here, we really need to go for the next episode, and we have a ton of gear from Parasite Tree. And then we also have Al Rune. We can go and get some gear for Al Rune. We'll at least get... I think I'm going to send Kevin in here one more time just to get some boxes. I think Parasite Tree's about to break down again. We'll see. But we really need to try to fight abnormalities next episode. So I think it's going to be a brawl next episode. We're going to have to make sure we clean up clerks across the facility. Make sure that we don't... handle Red. Red's gonna be the big issue because Red escapes on abnormality escape. This one also I think causes issues, but nothing there I don't think causes issues. I don't think so. Yeah, I think we're okay there. So we're gonna let Kevin do his thing, get 2 pieces of gear from Al Rune, because we can actually get the bow and a suit if we get 110 boxes. So we're gonna work with that. I know I could wait for next day, but we need to go ahead and get the gear. We need to be as prepared as possible on these floors, because this is where chaos is going to ensue. We need to kill a bunch of employees down here, take care of Meatball, take care of this one, and maybe either take care of Nothing there or Melting Glove. I know you guys kind of talked about taking care of both. Let me know down below which one you guys think we should take care of in terms of attacking, which one you think would be best. So Kevin did a good job, handled that admirably, and we'll grab one of each of that. And I think that we've got everything we can in terms of Aleph gear, WAV gear. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're good across the board here. I think we've got everything there. Got Phoenix. I need to take care of Phoenix too, so we can get the weapon from it, because I think it may be an Aleph type weapon. I could be wrong, but I think we're done. Yep. All right, so let's go ahead and end the workday. We had no one die. We had a lot of stat boosts across the company. So Blue Fox has got a Fortitude 5 now, which is awesome. That was a 44-minute day. And let's go ahead and proceed to the next and get our last abnormality and a little bit of story. All right, day 43, we have Portrait of the World in Theresa, which is interesting that we've seen these at the end. But we also have eventually intellect loses all meaning as they forget even how to exist. So I'm going to pick this one just because we don't have it. I want to complete the codex. I think we're around above 60% now on the codex. So definitely next run, if I do everything right, we will definitely get the true ending. This place where there once was only silence, perhaps because it was only you and I here. It has gotten a bit livelier thanks to the Sephiroth. Unlike me, they were weak in like rationality. They made so many mistakes that greatly annoyed me. I did not approve of you placing the Sephiroth here. However, you told me that your atonement and the awakening of the Sephiroth were key to untying of this knot I lie in. I didn't know what you were talking about. You also told me I wouldn't understand. You even blocked me from interfering with that relationship, saying that it must be left as solely your role. You were right as always. Even if I stay here repeating this endlessly, I suppose I still won't be worthy of understanding it till the end. To quote one of your favorite lines, a machine must behave as a machine. So I've had to play the role of the observer, the only role you bothered to give me, enduring all the pain that others forgot. I don't think I'll have to point that out again. I have finished casting the roles for the upper and middle layers Sephiroth. It is likely that this will not be the last time I do so. I may have to tell them again what I've already instructed countless times, however you two will be different. You clearly understand why this facility exists and what your missions are. I expect that you will not exhaust me as the ones above do. Just keep this in mind. I will not come down here to the lower layer unless the circumstance require me so. That does not mean I won't simply watch and do nothing, but I will not interfere for the most part. ... Hope we never have to face each other from now on. It would only lead to the bottom of both of us suffering. I think she's talking to Bina and Hakma. Yeah, Angela with the best artificial intelligence I have ever known. And you were the best architect that I was graced to meet. Back then you simply could not let Carmen go. You were so desperate to keep Carmen on your side that you locked her in a cryostasis pod in an attempt to preserve her body at the very least. But during all this, you were perfectly aware that Carmen's body had become nothing but a shell. Is Angela Carmen? Is Angela just a shell? Our faces were full of grief, yet we were ransacked by her body and dismembered her core. In fact, I was rather relieved when you began to create— okay, so Carmen was Angela. Got it. Or Angela is Carmen. You were wholeheartedly immersed in something just like you used to be. That day when she opened her eyes for the first time. I remember you were just staring through the laboratory's glass, not a single foot inside. You might have thought that you noticed me right away. However, I witnessed you standing there for a long time before you realized I was there. What inner conflict made you hesitate so? What did you think after seeing that piece of humanoid machinery who did not display the warm smiles and gentle laughter Carmen had so naturally? I told you in so many words that no matter how many AIs such as Angela you create, none of them will ever be Carmen. Now poor Angela is merely assigned to direct us from distance as we go throughout the motions of the play. Is there one thing I might have mistaken myself over? It is that I thought you overcame everything. The truth is that you never have. Mission: the virtue of the soul. Clear the day with 10 or more employees with justice 100 or higher. Ooh, I don't know if we have this one. Do you believe in the same existence of the soul? I do. I also believe that the soul itself has reasons for one's existence, but then is there a peaceful soul or a perfect soul? I personally think otherwise. However, one can only infinitely close in on that perfection. That process in of itself is endless ocean of agony. At the end of such effort, I expect that we will be able to make evaluations of everything with utmost correctness. The virtue of the soul. All right, so we're gonna expand the extraction team. That's where that new abnormality is going. So Kevin's gonna be in charge of that. Actually, that's the only place it can go. Now that I think about it. So Kevin has a full list of abnormalities because he is by himself. Reroll the abnormality selection. So we'll throw that in. That is honestly probably not useful anymore. But we do need to handle this one, which we might have, I think. We have 1, 2, 3, definitely on the bottom. 4 right there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I think with water now, I think we have 10? Ooh, wait, we're missing 1, I think. I think we are down 1 on that. Granted, water technically has 37. 84 plus 37, so I don't think that counts. I think you have to have a raw number, so yeah. All right, we'll have to see on that, but I don't think we can boost anyone's number, unfortunately. Like, if I do If I like strengthen, let's just say Mako Vader and say strengthen employee. Yeah, we can't. Oh man. I'm wondering if we, it says end the day, so I'm wondering if we end the day, it'll be fine. We'll have to see, but that'll have to be it for this episode, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was kind of a chill day, but we learned a new abnormality dealing with Parasite Tree. We've got another abnormality coming here, and hopefully with the two that we had, it'll be like maybe a Teth, and Kevin won't have to worry about too much. But we definitely need to start fighting next episode. We're gonna have to do some memory repositories and do some core suppressions. I'm hoping that'll be fine. I don't remember how the memory repository works. I think we keep all of our gear and we just go back. I'm not entirely sure how that's gonna work. I can't remember exactly how they work. You guys let me know how that's gonna handle, like how that's gonna affect the game and what we've done so far, if that's gonna affect our gear. But I definitely know we need to either fight Apocalypse Bird. Well, we have to fight Apocalypse Bird. Or we fight the 3 right here. So let me know what you guys think is best way to proceed. And yeah, that's gonna be it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. As always, thank you for spending some of your time here, and I shall see you next time. Bye, everybody.